SicCooper here, and I've got another pickup video for you today. And this one might be a little bit shorter, but I do have a lot of stuff to show you. Just 2 days ago, I recorded my last pickup video with the complete in-box Earthbound that I picked up. If you haven't seen that, definitely check that out. But I've been doing so many Craigslist deals. Everything that I have to show you in this video, except for 2 items, are from Craigslist deals. And it's very awesome stuff. So, first up, the only 2 things that aren't from Craigslist deals are from the GameStop dumpster. And I picked both of these up to give to my friend Felix, who is collecting PS3 stuff. I picked up this SOCOM 4 box that it's like a special edition of the game, I guess, that's supposed to come with all that stuff. It's just a box, and it has like the cardboard insert and the paperwork and the baggies, but no gun, no game, obviously. But I got that for him, and also this, which is this like tabletop display for Call of Duty Endowment. It says all proceeds go towards helping veterans find jobs. I'm not exactly sure what were on these hooks. When I found it, I don't think this was ever actually used in the GameStop, because when I found it, all these hooks were still sealed, as well as these 2 little screws down here. They were all sealed in a bag, and I found that this part and this part were separated, but I got it home and put it together, so I'm just going to be giving that to Felix. So the rest of the stuff that I have here is all from Craigslist deals, which is very awesome. I did 4 Craigslist deals today alone. So that just lets you know like how much business I'm actually doing on Craigslist, and it's crazy. So first up, I got a stack of Xbox games, and I got these from someone who I've dealt with before. I traded them some Xbox games, and he texted me today and said he was selling them all. So I got them back plus some others. So first up, trying to save the best for last. Star Wars Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith. Star Wars Jedi Starfighter. Star Wars Obi-Wan. And I don't remember how much this one is worth. I think it's one of the cheaper ones though. Then we have Halo Game of the Year Edition. Looks like it's missing the front cover of the manual. Halo 2. I'm pretty sure he got the Halo and Halo 2 from me, and this one too, Fable. But now I have them back. That one doesn't have the manual. And then the last one, which is the best one, is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2: The Sith Lords. And this one is also missing the manual. But I got the whole stack for $25, and he delivered them to my house. So, very good deal. I was going to offer him $25 just for the Knights of the Old Republic and the 2 Halos and the Fable. I wasn't really concerned about getting the other 3 Star Wars games, but he said $30 for all of them. So I figured, you know, I might as well ask if he'll do $25 for all of them. Let's see, next up, I'll show you this GameCube bundle that I got. I got this yesterday, and I think it was, I'll tell you in a second. First up, I got a silver GameCube in really good condition. And this came with, everything's tangled up. We have the power cord and the AV cable. Came with a microphone and 3 controllers, which are also tangled up in here, but there's 2 platinum ones and 1 indigo, all Nintendo brand. And then the system came with the instruction manual, which is very cool because I needed this for the boxed silver system that I have. So I will be keeping that. And then it came with a copy of Animal Crossing. And I didn't know this, but when I opened it up, it had the memory card in there, which is very cool. So another memory card for the collection. So that game was complete, and it also came with a complete copy of Mario Party 7. And this is cool because a while ago, like months ago, when I was in need of some money, I sold some GameCube games knowing that I would be able to get them back, and Mario Party 7 was one of them. For some reason, since then, I've only found Mario Party 4, so I finally have 7 back. I still need 5 and 6, but, you know, I'll get them eventually. But that one was complete, so that one's going into the collection. And it also came with a, it looks like a Game Shark brand memory card. It's got the shark on there. I don't keep the third-party memory cards, so that'll be sold with the system. And then he didn't tell me about this, but he also had a disc-only copy of Mario Party 8. So for the whole bundle, I paid $30, which is a very fair deal. It was originally $25 for the GameCube stuff, and then he said another $5 for Mario Party, which is a pretty good deal. So picked that up yesterday, like I said. Show you this bundle next. I got this today. It's a bundle of PlayStation 1 games, which people rarely contact me about. For some reason, I feel like PS1 would be a little more popular. I get a lot of people contacting me about Nintendo 64, especially. That's the most popular, but I would think that more people would have PS1 games. But here they are. First up, the only one that it has part of the case, but not really, is Resident Evil 2. It's got both discs, and it's got the front and back artwork for the case, but the plastic is horribly destroyed and cracked. I don't know if you can see that. He said that he stepped on it on accident. There's no manual, but the discs are in good shape, so got that. Have a complete Black Label copy of Dino Crisis 2, which I will be keeping. Have a complete Black Label copy of Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, which I will be keeping. We have a complete Greatest Hits copy of Silent Hill, which is obviously going to go on eBay. Have a complete Black Label Nightmare Creatures 2, which I will also be keeping. And the last one, which I'm keeping, is a complete Black Label copy of Parasite Eve 2. Very happy to find this. I watched my dad play through the first and second Parasite Eves when I was a kid, so very happy to get that. It's a little more expensive title, so I'm happy to have it. And for all those PlayStation 1 games, I paid $40, which, once again, pretty good deal. I never pay retail for stuff that I plan to sell. Obviously, it wouldn't be very smart. But I do occasionally pay retail for some things that like if I buy stuff off eBay, sometimes I'll pay retail if it's something I really want for my collection. But basically everything that I show you in my pickup videos, I pick up well under what it's going for on eBay because, you know, the stuff that I sell, I have to make money on. So I usually try and pay about 50% of what I'm going to sell it for. Then once I factor in shipping and PayPal and eBay fees, I can still make a little bit off of it. So, yeah, next up, I'll show you this little bundle here. I did this one yesterday or 2 days ago, I think. I think it was yesterday, but it's just 4 games here. And there's 2 N64 and 2 Super Nintendo. So I'll save the best for last. First one is Super Mario All-Stars. Then we have Mario Party 2. Then we have Super Smash Brothers. And the second Super Nintendo game is Secret of Mana. So, very awesome bundle here. I think I paid $50 for the whole stack. And Secret of Mana, you know, being close to $40 alone. But I basically paid $20 for Secret of Mana, $7 for Mario All-Stars, $15 for Smash Brothers, and like $10 for Mario Party. Whatever. I paid $50 total, but that was kind of how I broke it down in my head. I've got 2 more bundles here. And Zelda's being crazy over here. I've got 2 more bundles. I guess I'll show you this one first. I did this deal today, and this deal was with the guy who I had done a deal with, I think in my last video, or maybe the one before. I got some GameCube games from him, and I know in my last video I talked about doing a deal with someone that I had gotten GameCube games from, but this is someone else. I'm still waiting on the other deal, but I got some DS stuff, some Game Boy Advance, GameCube, Wii, Nintendo 64. So first up, I got a small stack of strategy guides here, which is pretty cool. I always love adding strategy guides to my collection, and they're all Nintendo. So first up is Metroid Prime. This is a really thick guide. It's pretty heavy. It's got a nice big poster in the back here that I'm debating whether or not I want to take it out and put it up, because I don't really have room to put it up, but it's a pretty cool looking poster. Next up, Star Wars Rebel Strike for the GameCube. Mario Sunshine. This one's really thick as well. Zelda Wind Waker. Very cool. And then there's two Nintendo 64 ones. First up is Majora's Mask. And I'm pretty sure I already have this, but it's not here in Florida. It's still at my parents' house, which is where most of my strategy guides and magazines are. They're super heavy, so I didn't bother shipping them down here or anything. But I have, like, including like the GameCube ones and the Game Boy ones, I probably have like 10 or 15 Zelda strategy guides. There's so many. I have like 3 or 4 different Ocarina of Time ones alone. The last strategy guide here is very cool. This is an official Nintendo Power one, and that is for Paper Mario. Very happy to get this one. Very, very awesome. I love that game. And then moving on to the rest of the Nintendo 64 stuff, I just got 3 controllers here from him. Got 2 gray ones. This one has a Tekken 3 sticker on it, which is kind of weird, but the joysticks, the joystick on this one is really nice. The joystick on this one's a little bit loose, but it's not bad. And the third one also has a really nice joystick, and that's a black one. So very cool, no memory cards or anything in them. Then moving on to the Game Boy Advance stuff, I just got 1 game here. That is Fire Emblem, The Sacred Stones. It's about a $15 game. Moving on to the DS, I got Final Fantasy IV, which is complete, and Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, which is a pretty expensive DS game, which is also complete. He probably already took the code. I know he was a collector and everything. Don't need to tried covering up the code. That's it for the DS stuff. On to the GameCube stuff. There's a, what is this? 59 block memory card. Then there's 2 of the 251 block memory cards. And these are all Nintendo brands, so I will be keeping those. Always awesome to add more memory cards to the collection. There's 2 games. Mega Man Anniversary Collection. Complete. And also Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. And that one is also complete. And then the last stuff that I got from him in this deal are Wii games. And a lot of these games aren't worth very much, but they were pretty cheap, and I needed some of them for my collection. So, first up, my Wii games are over there now. I'm trying to look. I don't know if I have this one or not, but that's Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz. It's complete. I know it's a pretty cheap game. Just don't know if I have it. This one I'm keeping. Endless Ocean Blue World. That one is also complete. This one he told me is very cool, and I've always wanted to check it out. And I'm finally glad that I have my own copy, and that's Little King's Story. That one's also complete. I think these are all complete. Zack and Wiki, Quest for Barbados Treasure. That one's going in my collection. These 2 I know I have. GoldenEye 007 and Rayman Raving Rabbids. So for that whole bundle of stuff, the strategy guides, the controllers, the GameCube, DS, and Game Boy Advance games, I paid $100 even. And then I've got one more deal here to show you that I did yesterday. There's some Super Nintendo games. There's Game Boy, Nintendo 64, PS1, and GameCube. So a nice variety of stuff here. I will start with the Nintendo 64 because it's the least cool, I guess. Least expensive or rare, I should say. First up, another Star Fox. So now I've got 5 of these. Donkey Kong 64. Now I've got 3 of them. And then this one was actually a nice surprise. It's Majora's Mask, but it's actually the non-collector's edition, which is worth a little bit more. I had 2 copies of Majora's Mask recently. I had one that was collector's, one that was the non-collector's, like this, with the regular label. I sold both of them, and I sold the collector's edition for about 22 or 23, and the non-collector's I sold for 30. So I didn't know that this was the non-collector's when I was making the deal, so it was kind of a little bonus. You know, just worth a little more. The single Game Boy game I got is Pokemon Yellow, and I haven't tested to see if it saves yet, but Business17 informed me that changing them is a lot cheaper than I had thought. For some reason, I had thought that the batteries were like $6 each on eBay, at least when I remember checking them, which was a really long time ago. But apparently you can get about 5 batteries for $1 with free shipping. So I actually ordered 5 batteries and the game bit to open the cartridges. So I will be replacing the batteries once those come in the future. And an update for my last video, that blue version that I got did not save. So I'm holding on to that until the batteries come in, and I'll be changing the battery out in it. So very cool. I'll show you the PS1 games. There's only 2 of them here. The first one is disc only, and it comes in a Star Wars case, but that is Tomba. And then the other one is disc and case, no manual, and that is Digimon World, the first one. And the GameCube game that I got here is complete, black label, and that is Tales of Symphonia. Very awesome. And then the Super Nintendo games. Once again, I'll save the best for last, and this is the last stuff I have to show you in this video. First we have Super Mario World. Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Country 3. Yeah. Donkey Kong Country 2. Super Mario All-Stars. Another Secret of Mana. So where'd the other one go? So now I have 2 copies to sell right now. And the last game is Super Mario RPG The Legend of the Seven Stars. And unfortunately, it's plastered in stickers, but still very awesome to get that. And for that whole bundle, which included the PS1 games, the GameCube game, the Super Nintendo games, the Pokemon Yellow, and the 3 N64 games, I paid a total of $140, which is a great, great, great deal on them. And I should be able to make a decent amount of money. And, you know, I'm at the point now where I've bought so much and I haven't sold anything that I'm starting to list everything on eBay. So if you're interested in anything you saw that I said that I got to sell, please check out the links in the descriptions. I have 2 eBays that I'm listing on, mine and my roommate's. There's a link to both of them in the description, so please check it out if you're interested. And unfortunately, I'm not really looking to do any more trades. I know that I have a couple in the works, and I will be following through with those, but I'm not looking to do any more trades at this time. I'm just trying to save up as much money as I can now to go home and go game hunting with non-tubers and make our videos and do all that kind of stuff. I did purchase that Earthbound, and that kind of set me back a little bit, but I still definitely have enough to get home. I'm just trying to raise more now to go game hunting while I'm there. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.